Yo, what's up guys? It's Dustin. Welcome to another video. This is a full outreach course for growth operating. It's exactly how I close 8 to 10 deals with massive creators every single month for me to build and sell a highly profitable info product to their audience. Now look, I went over this previously in another video. I have like a full course video. It was over an hour long, but that was a few months ago. It's a little bit outdated now, so I wanted to make a full revamped version specifically focused on outreach and how to land creators through cold DMs, since it is still my main acquisition channel to this day. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So real quick, what I'm going to be covering in this video. Obviously, brief overview of what actually is growth operating, at least my version of it, what my past is, why I'm credible, how I use AI to automate most of this. I know that might sound a little fucking corny or guru-y, but it's actually true. AI does play a big role in this. Niche and finding leads, so actually choosing the niche. If you're going to do biz op, if you're going to do a general niche, what if they already sell something? That's another major thing. Finding the creators themselves, the leads, messaging creators with my Tripwire strategy. I'm going to show you creator DM examples, real examples, a Loom video breakdown, a live DM and Loom used to close a massive creator, like actual examples that worked, and then of course how to outsource the entire thing, what I call my outreach machine. Also, qualifying creators, running a Typeform test. I'm going to show you exactly what that means and what it does and why it's so huge, and I haven't really seen anyone else do it. What questions to include in the Typeform, and then finally actually closing the creators, how to close them on call, the first onboarding call, what that covers, and then the contract itself. That's everything I'm going over in this video. Okay, so what actually is growth operating? So growth operating, aka info product agency, aka IPGA, whatever you want to call it, there's a million different definitions for it. Essentially, what it is partnering with a creator that has a following, building them an info product, so like a one-on-one mentorship or a paid community, selling it to their audience, and then collecting a percentage for running the entire thing in the back. And I'm sure most of you guys know what that is by now. So real quick, here's a bunch of results screenshots. These screenshots are all clients of mine or mine. They're all attributed to me and my involvement. Every single screenshot you see here, you can pause and look through if you want. I'm not going to spend too much time there. So I've actually been in the info product game for over 6 years now. My first big success in the info product space was over 2 years ago. I had my own Discord called BusinessCord. Many of you may have actually heard of it. It grew to 125,000 members, as you guys can see. It was a dropshipping Discord. I was basically the operator of this. My partner Noah had all like the e-com experience, and I was just operating the Discord. I was doing the marketing. This was before I even knew about growth operating or partnering with creators or anything like that. I was still running info products and doing massive amounts of marketing and views, 143 million views on the hashtag just on TikTok. So I grew it entirely through affiliates. I have a full case study video breaking down how I did it. If you want to watch that, feel free. Anyhow, here's a little bit about me. I've been building, launching, and scaling info products for 6 years since I was literally 14 years old. Like I said, it started in the Discord space. I grew my own personal Discord community to 125,000 members in 4 to 8 months using mostly commission-based affiliates. Most of the growth was in that 4-month period. I started a Discord funnel build-out agency right after that. I generated over $300K profit from upfront Discord setup fees alone, and I've worked with Discord communities doing a combined $10 million a month in monthly revenue. I created and launched a software, a SaaS, paired with all the Discord servers that I operate, and then that's when I started to transition into working with creators, aka growth operating, and building them out low-ticket and high-ticket info products. I began working with my 2 primary clients doing $400 to $500K a month and $200 to $250K a month. And then just a few months ago, I opened a mentorship program where I pair creators that I close with my mentees so that way I can utilize all my inbound leads rather than turning them down because I can't work with all of them personally. And I'm about to show you why I'm bringing so many, because I'm literally revealing my exact outreach strategy in this video. I've also hosted multiple 100-person pay-to-access networking events in person with individuals in the space. You can look at my Instagram. I have a bunch of pictures up of these events. Also, I have a result highlight where I have way more results than this, going in depth on there. So feel free to check out my Instagram at Dustin Verano. Lastly, I'm now doing over $150,000 a month personal profit from my 2 primary clients, my 20 plus mentees, and minority rev share and over 30 creators that I keep from the creators I give to my mentees. Anyhow, now that you know I know what the fuck I'm talking about and I'm experienced enough to tell you how to do this, let me tell you how to do this. So here is my full creator acquisition system and strategy. Now, like I mentioned before, I have a full hour course video going over this, but since posting that video, many things have changed. So this video is the updated version of how to actually do the outreach. Now, every other growth operating course is going to tell you guys to look for a creator that isn't selling anything and create them an info product to sell to their audience. Now, the problem is this is extremely rare and is not reliable whatsoever. If you're trying to build a massive business out of this business model, you're not going to if you have this line of thinking, because it's literally just betting on some fucking miracle to occur. The odds of you finding this once in a lifetime creator with 1 million followers, not selling anything, and in a business related niche, it simply will never happen. Even outside of the biz op niche, it's just almost will never happen. Like, it's extremely, extremely rare. I'm not saying it's impossible, but majority of you guys aren't going to be able to find that. So I actually came up with the best way around this problem that everyone faces when finding creators to partner with. Now, I put that on problem because I actually look for the opposite. And in a lot of cases, I think the opposite is better. So I actually work with creators that are already selling something, and I build them an ecosystem of offers, mostly in the biz op niche is what I'm working with. And I made a video breaking down this exact strategy. Feel free to watch that one after this video. But yeah, literally this is exactly how it looks. And to give you a brief overview of what that actually was, it was simply a low ticket sports betting community that was selling picks. I went in, I built them out a high ticket, made $182,000 in 2 weeks, cash collected, not contract value, actual cash collected in the account. And it was a banger case study. So feel free to watch that after this video. But anyhow, this is the point I'm getting at. Here's where you want to pitch these people. If they sell a high ticket, I build them a low ticket to downsell their unqualified leads, and vice versa. If they sell a low ticket, I build them a high ticket offer to upsell their current customers. It's that simple, okay? Here it is. High ticket versus low ticket. There's two types of offers. This is very, very simple. Based on their platform, niche, and demographic, you'll decide which offer to lead with as your top of funnel. And when I mean top of funnel, I mean like what's in their Instagram bio, what's in their YouTube bio, what's the main link they push, because they're not going to push a link that has an option to buy 2 packages. That doesn't work. You have to push one or the other as the top of your funnel. So here's 2 examples. All right, this is a very, very exaggerated example, but let's say their audience is in India, ages 16 to 17, and they're all on TikTok, okay? You have to do a low ticket offer. First of all, this wouldn't make any money, period. Like I said, it's an extreme example. But if you had to run an offer, this is your best bet. It would be a low ticket offer, either $97 to $197 one time, or $20 to $97 per month, usually a community on School or Discord. And then here's a high ticket offer example. They're all in the US, they're all of age, they're all on YouTube, a high quality platform because people are watching long form videos just like all you guys. Okay, if you're watching this video, you're obviously not an idiot. You probably searched for it or you saw it and recommended of something, and you're now watching this long video. So obviously you have to be a certain IQ to sit through a video like this, because for most people this is probably boring shit. So for those people, you'd run a high ticket offer, 2 to 8K up front, direct one-on-one with the creator or group coaching calls, usually includes a time frame in the offer and a strong guarantee, which is the most important part. So that's what those 2 offers kind of look like. But before you can do any of this and actually creating the offer, which by the way, I have a full video going over how to create the offers and everything. It's like an hour long. But before you can do any of that, you have to solve the hardest problem of the business model first, which is signing a creator. So that's what I'm going to show you now. Here is a simple outreach breakdown. These are all the steps that goes into landing a massive creator. First, choosing a niche. Okay, simple enough. Finding creators, aka your leads. Setting up the Instagram account to DM them from. I send all my DMs through Instagram. Sending the cold DMs to the leads. Okay, following the crucial rate limits, because Instagram does have rate limits. You can't just blast infinite DMs. I know exactly what they are, so I'm going to show you. Sending a breakdown to them in DMs, which is basically a video showing what you're going to do. Booking them on a call, closing them on the call, getting them on contract, automating the entire outreach process, and then making infinite cash. I hope you guys like that last bullet point, because I sure do. Anyhow, choosing the niche. So here's what I've learned. Customers are generally willing to spend more money if there's potential of monetary ROI. Okay, so you have to think, if they're buying a fitness program, for example, versus buying something in a business model. When they put that money into a fitness program, it's to achieve their fitness goals, but they know they're not getting that money back. Versus when they're putting money into something related to a business model, they're putting that money in to see a return on that money. So they're obviously willing to spend way more if they have the impression that they're gonna get way more back. If there's a chance to get an ROI, then obviously they're willing to spend more. Duh. So the most important metric that I came up with when it comes to choosing a niche is dollar per follower, okay? Here's the 2 niches. You either got BizOp niche, which is business opportunity, so anything related to making money or making money online has some sort of financial ROI. And then a general skill is on the other side of it, which is anything that has a form of skill or strategy involved that can be taught, okay? Now this can be tough because a lot of people always are like, yo, is this creator good? And it's like an influencer that doesn't really have a skill or anything. In that case, sometimes the best thing you can do is sell some sort of info product about creating content or something like that. But usually you want to find someone that has a skill and has like something about their page. So I'm going to give you some examples right here. So BizOp, these are all examples related to making money. These are in no important order. These are not saturated or unsaturated. These are literally just a list of examples. Car detailing, trading, side hustles, reselling, e-commerce, SMMA, sports betting, credit is a big one, real estate. And then on this other side, you've got relationship, fitness, survival, beauty, languages, learning languages, looks maxing, self-improvement, content creation. These are all things that don't have to do with making money. I mean, maybe content creation, it depends on what kind of offer you're gonna sell. Fucking doorbell always ringing. But it just depends. Now, this is where AI comes into it. So I actually have a ChatGPT prompt I use. ChatGPT is fucking crazy. You can get so many answers. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I only started using this like literally weeks ago, but holy shit, it's fucking crazy. So here's a prompt I made. I'm reaching out to creators to sell an info product to sell to their audience. I need more niches to reach out to. It must include a skill or strategy that can be taught in a course. Some examples are, and then you list, the examples. You can just use the ones I gave you. Give me a list of another X number of niches that I could reach out to. In this case, I said 10, and then there you go. It gave 10 more niches that these are like, martial arts. Like I wouldn't even thought of a niche like that. Probably no one's running that up, but oh my goodness, that can make so much money. So there you go. There's another 10 fucking great niches. You guys just have to think outside the box. It's not that hard. Okay, now actually finding the creators. This is like probably one of the most important parts because you got to figure out which platform. These are the 5 social media platforms that are even in consideration, okay? Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. I'm gonna start over here at LinkedIn, which is the worst of the worst. It's very easy to get clients on LinkedIn. I ran it for a couple months. It was absolutely insane. I was like, holy shit, I cracked the code. I'm gonna make so much money. It's very easy to get clients, but it's impossible to launch them. Everyone moves snail pace. Like I had one dude say like, yeah, I can have the course ready in like 6 months. And I'm just like, bro. So I stay the fuck away from LinkedIn. I don't even touch that platform. Next is Twitter. Twitter is actually really solid, perfect for BizOp, high quality demographic, but there are not that many high quality leads and it's very hard to get your DM seen. Like the outreach on Twitter, there's so many bots and shit, it's really competitive. I'm gonna skip over YouTube because that's the best one. But Instagram, best platform for finding general niche creators, and it's really the best platform for getting your DMs seen. I send all of my DMs on Instagram. I don't do emails. I don't send fucking anything. It's all Instagram DMs. And then you got TikTok. Also great for a general niche, just much harder to get your DMs seen. And often it's hard to find their Instagram to actually DM them because they're probably not going to see a TikTok DM. Now YouTube, here we go. 10 out of 10, absolute best one. Highest dollar per follower by a long shot. Perfect for high ticket offers, especially in the BizOp niche. It is the current gold mine in the space. Like it is just absolutely insane. I'm talking about you can work with people in the BizOp space that are getting 1,000, 2,000 views a video and you can spit out 20, 30, 40K from a high ticket offer because they only need a few customers per month to make that much. Not exaggerating whatsoever. It's just ridiculous. Now here's how to find the creators. I would mostly stick to Instagram and YouTube. I wouldn't worry about TikTok, Twitter, or LinkedIn. I would stay away. Instagram and YouTube is pretty much what I focus. Now to actually find creators, it's really, really simple. For Instagram, you just search the niche, okay? You find one account, and then after you find one, if you follow them, it'll come up with tons of recommended accounts, and then you can also just check their following, and usually there's hundreds of people in the exact same niche. And then for YouTube, it's the same thing. Search the niche, and then simply sort by upload date. That's it. So regardless of the platform or the niche, I send all my DM outreach on Instagram. So like I was saying, no matter where they are, I send the DM to them on Instagram. The most important factor of successful outreach is actually not the DM. It's the fucking profile, okay? So let's take a look. Here's what my profile looks like. Nice profile picture. It's my name, okay? I've got a highlight with results. I've got all these pictures up. Like it looks like a person, okay? Social proof is of number one importance. When a creator clicks on your profile, they have to see this is what you do. Look at my bio. I scale info products. They know instantly this is what I do. And then I have a YouTube link in bio that obviously goes to one of my videos. Not all of you are gonna have content like that, and all of you need to have content like that, but you need to have it clear that this is what you do. Now, I have another strategy that no one else does when it comes to synchronizing social proof with the Loom videos you send. I'm about to show you guys that. It's fucking sauce. But this is what you need to avoid. No offense to this dude, but like, dog shit outreach message, no profile pic, 100 followers. Like, come on, bro. You're not even trying, man. But anyhow, here's my full personal outreach strategy revealed. No offense to this guy. He just caught a stray for no reason. This is my entire outreach strategy. Let me fucking bold that. My entire outreach strategy, from the initial message I send to how I pitch it, to the video I send them, to how I get them on a call, and even how I outsource and automate the entire thing. Here it is right here. Let's get into the sauce. I should have showed this at the very beginning, like how juiced out this Miro board is. Anyhow though, initial DM. Do you sell one-on-one mentorship? That is the original message that I send, and that, obviously I've had to modify it a bit since then because my last video got a lot of views, lots of growth operators, so I have had to change it. I'm about to get into that. But what I want to say, important rate limits, okay? You need to follow these rate limits. If you don't follow them, you're going to get cooked, okay? If you don't follow them, your DMs are going to start hitting spam, and no creator will ever reply to you ever again. So the last video I made, I said about 50 DMs per day, which was what it was at the time. Now it's a little bit harder. I would say roughly 30 to 40 DMs per day. I usually send about 35. It depends on the age of your Instagram account. You got to spread it out as well. So I send 4 to 6 over the span of an hour. I wait an hour without sending any, and then I repeat throughout the day until I'm hitting around 35 DMs. And I also take 1 day off per week where I don't send any DMs to kind of let the account cool down. Because guys, you just can't, especially like when you have an account like mine, you have so much social proof. If this account ever started hitting spam or got fucked like that, like it would be devastating. So it's not worth sending a few extra DMs to risk that. So I would stick to these rate limits if you want to be safe. Now, do you sell one-on-one mentorship? Why does this initial DM work so well? It's because A, it fits inside the entire preview line in the creator's DM request. So this is what a creator's DM request look like. This is literally just my inbox, okay? And I'm not even like a big creator or anything by any means. But look, hey Dustin, hey Dustin, hey Dustin, hey bro, yo brother, are you looking, like I can tell they're all pitches and I don't even know what any of them are. Hey Dustin, would you need a I don't even know what he's offering. Hey Dustin, I was wondering if you have, hey Dustin, I don't even know what they're saying. I'm not gonna, well, why would I entertain that, okay? I don't even know what they're saying. Instagram allows roughly 38 characters to be seen in the preview line, including spaces. So this way, what I see here, these few words, roughly 38 characters is what I can see. So by having the entire DM fit in the preview line, it shows them that A, this is not a pitch, okay? And there's not a hidden pitch when you open the DM. Because you can see, hey, I love your content. Look, I know that's the entire message. There might be something underneath that, but there's no ... Hey brother, you're looking to hire a kill ... I know there's more message I can't see, so I think, oh, it might be a pitch. I'm not going to open it. So, do you sell one-on-one mentorship? Many people will respond to this message because they think you're actually interested in their program, especially in BizOp, because they probably already sell something. They're going to think, oh, this guy's interested in buying. They're going to put you into their inbox, and boom, just like that, you're in your DMs. However, like I said, this ran the fuck up. I mean, I had my creators that I already had showing me like, bro, your outreach strategy, they're getting like 20 DMs a day with this message, do you sell one-on-one mentorship, okay? So I would not use that DM anymore, okay? I saturated the fuck out of that. I came up with it, I made a video on it, and then I guess every growth operator in the world started running it up, and it got saturated like crazy. So you gotta edit the wording. So here's a little ChatGPT prompt to change the wording. Now you wanna keep it that same Tripwire strategy, but just change the wording. So here it is. And you can modify this and give it a few other examples that you come up with. So here it is. I'm sending this message to creators in hopes to start a conversation with them regarding me helping them scale their coaching offer. Come up with, insert number, different variations of this that are 38 characters or under, including spaces and punctuation, and then give examples. So there you go. I just gave 2 examples, and just like that, these are all the examples I came up with. Do you sell one-on-one coaching? Do you offer one-on-one coaching? Are you coaching clients? Do you have a coaching offer? Do you sell coaching services? It's all the same shit, but it's just worded differently, so it's unique. There you go. That's all you got to do. You guys don't have to overcomplicate this at all. Next, that's the initial DM covered. Okay, there's really 4 steps. There's the initial DM, the pitch, the Loom video you send, and then getting them on a call. That's step 1, is the initial DM. We got past that. Next is the pitch. Okay, so for the pitch, you have to funnel hack them. So here's how it goes. I send the initial DM. After they reply and say, yes, they do sell, yes, they don't sell, whatever it is, that's when I funnel hack them, and I have one of 3 replies that I send. So here you go. Funnel hack them. If they're selling a high ticket, like I said, you got to pitch them the inverse of what they're already doing. If they sell a high ticket, that means you're pitching them on building out a low ticket for their unqualified leads. And if they sell a low ticket, you're pitching them on building out a high ticket to upsell their current customers. There you go. So what you got to do is you got to identify what they are already selling, if they're selling anything, and just simply fill the gap. Okay, so here you go. If they sell a low ticket, you could definitely be printing. This is pretty much the same message, but just like a different start. So You could definitely be printing, oh my goodness, bro, there's a million fucking people at my door all day long. You could definitely be printing with a high ticket offer, especially if you're already selling a low ticket community. Went through your stuff and made a quick video breaking down how I do it. Cool if I send it over. And then the same thing, if they sell a high ticket, are you doing anything with your unqualified leads? So the rest of the message is the same, but that initial part of the message is what's different. And then of course, if they sell nothing, is there any reason you're not selling something? You could definitely be printing with a proper offer setup and the engagement you're getting. And then at the end, it's always the exact same thing. Went through your stuff and made a quick video breaking down how I do it. Cool if I send it over. So you're implying you already made the video, but you didn't. So this is literally it. You just send one of these 3 copy paste messages and this is the pitch, okay? And you're saying you made them a video, can you send it over? Now when they reply yes, or they say sure, or they say send it over, whatever it is, any type of affirmative reply, that's when you actually create a Loom and you make a whole Miro board and you actually create the video and then send it over. So here's a breakdown of what this looks like, okay? I'm gonna pull up a real example of a creator I closed with this exact strategy. All right, now for this part, it's really, really easy. It's literally just a Miro and a Loom. Loom, guys, if you don't know, it's just a software where you can record your screen. You can really use anything, but I do have some secret sauce I'm about to reveal. But anyhow, for the actual Loom video, it's really, really simple. You pull up a screenshot of their profile. I'm literally just gonna skip through this video. I don't need to play the entire thing. You pull up a screenshot of their profile, and then you say, you know, what you see from their offer. This guy, in this case, he wasn't selling anything, so I kind of had to pitch him on exactly what to sell rather than pitching him on the inverse of what he already sells. So I gave him a case study. I said, community I work with are doing over 200K a month, gave you a little information about it. Then I actually pulled up live results on the call. Obviously, if you can do this, most of you guys can't, but the fact that I can just pull up one of my clients doing over $200,000 a month is pretty massive, and it helps me close a lot of creators. I know that most of you guys aren't gonna be able to do that, which I understand, which is totally fine. You don't need that. You can pull up a screenshot or something, whatever it is. Anyhow, I show a community I'm already working with that's similar to what I wanna do with him. Skip ahead a little more. Then I give an example of what I think an offer of his would look like. In this case, it was just a low ticket community because he was on TikTok. And then keep going. I show a little bit of what the funnel would look like, a landing page with a VSL, a button to join, and then I say what's needed from you. You know, obviously a promotion, a weekly call inside the group, TikTok lives, and that's pretty much it. And then I pitch him to get on a call. That is the entire thing. This whole video is 4 minutes and 20 seconds long. Ended up closing that massive creator from that video. It's that fucking simple, guys. So what is my secret sauce with this? Are you ready? I actually upload the Loom video on YouTube. So when they see this on YouTube, it's on my actual main YouTube channel. So when they see it, they click on my profile and they see all my other videos. They see all these other videos, info product scaling, okay, 182 cash collected, case study, adding 44K to an info product in 14 minutes. They see all this stuff and they're like, damn, this guy knows his shit. This is clearly what he does, which boosts my social proof incredibly. So that video can be broken down like this, okay? It's a simple breakdown. It's a Miro board, just like the one you're looking at right here. You pull up their socials, you craft what the offer would look like, you show revenue projections, you show what's needed from them, you explain what your cut would look like, and then at the end, you call to action to book a call. It is that simple. Now, after you send that video, call to action to call, they're either gonna ask some questions or they're gonna get on a call, whatever it is, this is how the whole call system goes. So the final step, obviously, is to book them onto a call and close them. So at the end of the Loom video, I always mention booking a call. I say, hey, if you're free to call, we can discuss the details, blah, blah, blah. So with the Loom video, I send a message simply asking their thoughts. Here's an example. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I send a video to the video link. That's it. Now, when they reply, they either have questions, which I answer them simply, and then call to action to a call, or they're just ready to call, and I send them my Calendly. But whatever you do, you must send a Calendly. You can't be like, yeah, what time are you free on this day? Oh, I'm not free that time. Can you do this time? And then they don't answer one of them, and then you're done. Okay, you just need to send a Calendly link with your schedule thing. Click on it, put their email, book it in, done. Nice and simple, no back and forth. Look how fast I got this guy on a call. I sent the initial DM, I sent the pitch, I sent the YouTube videos, I sent my Calendly. I sent literally 4 messages to this guy, and he's on a call, he's close. You don't want to fucking sit in DMs talking all day. This creator is not your girlfriend, okay? It's not your friend. It's a client. It's a business client. You want to make money. You want to get straight to the point. You don't want to waste their time. You don't want to waste your time. Get straight to the point. So, lastly, not actually lastly, but how to close on the first call. So first, you must understand one important thing. If they are getting on call with you after watching the video, they're 90% close already. I wouldn't even consider this a closing call. You need to think of it more as a partnership. All you have to do is run through the details, explain more about what you're gonna do, and tell them what percent you take. So what percent do I take? Typically, I aim for about 30% rev share, which is actually very high. I've seen other growth operators, they say 10, 15%. I aim for 30% rev share. Always a minimum of 15 to 20%. I'm never getting less than 15%, even if I'm getting a percent of something already making money. If they already have a community doing 10K a month and I'm getting a percent of that, I'm still never gonna take less than 15%, never. Why do I take a rev share percent over an upfront fee? These are my thoughts on this. Let me full screen for this, okay? There's so many people that wanna charge upfront fees or rev shares, or sorry, not rev shares, upfront fees or monthly retainers, and I disagree with it completely. I think if you're trying to charge that, it's probably because you're unsure that person's gonna make money. For me, I'm only reaching out to creators in the first place that I know are gonna print a bag, okay? So why would I not just want the highest rev share possible? Why would I wanna collect an extra 5K up front when this is someone I plan to be working with for a year and I plan to do 100K months? Why would I want an extra 5K? It's gonna be pennies in the long run. So I go for rev share 100% of the time. That's also because I know what to look for. I know what kind of creators are gonna print. So I know when I look at a creator, like, this creator is gonna make money. And I have a system I'm about to show you as well for if I'm unsure what to do about that. So I actually used to only charge upfront fees. And essentially what happened was I did the math and I was like, wait a minute. I literally did the math after almost like a year of charging upfront fees. I was taking them through Stripe, through crypto, through Zelle, everything, all upfront fees. And then I did the math at the end of the year and I was like, bro, if I was even taking like a 5% rev share, I would have made more money. So that's when I realized I'm a fucking idiot for just charging upfronts and being greedy. Anyhow, sometimes you can tack on a small 1K upfront if you feel they move slow. That's really the only time I'll charge an upfront is if I think they might move slow. Usually adding some financial incentive when they have some skin in the game, it'll make them move a lot quicker. So there you go. Now, here's what I was telling you guys about before, more secret sauce. I do a Typeform test. So this works best if you're leading with a high ticket as top of funnel, and all you do is you simply create a Typeform, you gather information about their audience, budgets, and what their struggles are. You can do this through an Instagram story post, really, really simple. What does this do? It tells you A, exactly what's the price to offer, B, it tells you exactly what should be included in the offer, it tells you what people want, and then C, it tells you if that creator is even worth working with to begin with. Because you might have a huge creator and you might not know their entire audience is a bunch of Indians, and then you run the Typeform and they get 5 replies and they all have $0 budgets. You just saved yourself all the time of building a landing page, building a type, like everything, and you just saved all of it, okay? So here's what a Typeform looks like. So usually 4 to 6 questions. This is a screenshot of mine. I have my own Typeform for my mentorship. I just do it simple. I only have more questions because I can't work with everyone because of my guarantee. I literally guarantee a creator, so obviously I have to vet people, but most offers are infinitely scalable, so you don't need to qualify as hard. You can just do 4 to 6 questions. But mine, obviously, I have to ask a little bit more. So those questions should look something like this. You get their information, so their name, number, email, location, age, what's their current experience with whatever the business model is, what are they struggling with, you get their budget, so how much they're able to invest, how much are they making currently, and how much do they want to be making, and then before the booking, you preface them and make sure they're going to show up, just up your show up rates, and you don't want people booking if they're not even serious in the first place. It's just a waste of time. And then in Typeform, it all shows up with all the data like this. You can see all the questions, and then it'll give you all the data of everyone's answers. So it's very, very easy to get a gauge of what kind of people you're looking at here. Anyhow, here we go. This is pretty much the last part, guys. So after you have that call, all you got to do at the end is collect their first name, last name, and email, and you send over the contract same day and schedule next day to get started. Bro, everyone asks me, I swear I get at least a couple DMs a day asking about the contract. What has to be in the contract? First of all, you don't even have a creator to begin with, so stop fucking worrying about the contract. How about worry about getting a creator first and getting those things out of the way? You don't need an LLC. You don't need to worry about a contract until you actually have a creator, okay? Anyhow, when you do have a creator, the contract is simple. You can have ChatGPT make it. You can use a template off Google. It's just a basic service agreement, basic partnership agreement that says your percentages. That's it. There's nothing to it, okay? No one's gonna get sued over this shit anyways, so like, it doesn't fucking matter. You just want it clear what your percentages are so that it's clear on both ends. That's it. It's really, really simple. Don't overcomplicate the contract. Now, the best part, how do I automate this? So automating the outreach. My outreach machine, how I bring on 8 to 10 new creators every single month, exactly how I automate it, how much I spend doing this. I'm giving the entire breakdown right here. So first of all, You want to hire a foreign VA and teach them how to find your leads in your desired niche. Pay 5 cents a lead. That's it. This is what my leads list looks like. Okay, super simple. I've got platform, link, niche, username, and then I highlight once a DM is sent. That's literally it. By the way, don't try to like go DM these people. This screenshot is months and months old, so these are not like gonna be good leads. I'm just giving an example of what it looks like. Still looks like this today. It's just super fucking simple. It's a simple spreadsheet. Now, I have another VA logged into my Instagram account that sends out the 35 initial DMs per day, spaced out throughout the day. He's paid 10 cents for every single DM he sends, which is actually very high. Then the same VA sends one of the 3 potential replies based on what they say to my message. This is also 10 cents. I pay him for sending 10 cents for that reply too. And then once they reply wanting the video, I have another VA go through their profile, funnel hack them, and create a Miro board for the Loom video. And I pay $2 for each Miro board created. And then I have my full-time assistant, which obviously I'm not factoring that cost. You should just do this yourself. I have a full-time guy that I partner with on all my creators. So he records all the Loom videos and sends them over. And then when the video is sent over, it gets moved to my primary tab and I take the convo from there. And then the VA on my Instagram account also sends one follow-up to those that receive the Loom video, but they did not reply. And I paid 10 cents a DM for that as well. And like I said, I'm overpaying for all these DMs. It's extremely easy of a job, but I prefer to keep good players on my team that know the business model very well. So the numbers break down. Collecting 1,000 leads per month, 35 leads per day. I pay 5 cents a lead. That comes down to $50 a month for 1,000 leads. Now, sending 1,000 DMs. I pay 10 cents per initial DM sent, 35 DMs a day. It comes out to about $100 a month. Now, out of those 1,000 DMs, around 20% are gonna reply. That might sound insane, that might sound high, but I promise you guys, try this strategy. I get DMs from people all day long saying, holy shit, your outreach strategy is retarded, it works so well. Please just try it and you'll see how many replies you get. Obviously, your account needs to be tip top as well, but still. Now, you get those 200 replies, so I send the pitch, that also cost me 10 cents. So 200 pitches sent, that's $20 every single month. Now, of those 200 sent, around 30% will reply affirmatively. So they might say yes, sure, whatever it is. Anything I consider an affirmative reply gets a Loom created and sent to them. So about 60 Looms, about 30%. I pay $2 a Loom, so that's $120 right there. And then of those 60 people, about 20% will actually book a call, which turns out to be 12 book calls. Around 80% of them will show up to the call, which is 10 conversations. And there's a lot of things you can do to keep your show up rates high. But like I said, guys, you got to have it so they can only book like 48 hours in advance. You got to send them multiple reminders. You got to hit them with a personal DM to make sure that they show up to the call. They don't forget about it. And then of those 10 conversations, 80% of them will close. That might sound like a high close rate, but you got to remember, you're closing at a rev share, and they're pretty much already sold before they're getting on the call. So 80% is very reasonable, which is 8 new clients. So there you go. My total cost to get 8 qualified creators is $290 for the entire strategy to be outreach. Obviously, I take the calls myself, but aside from that, there you go. Now, that's from my one single Instagram account. 8 creators a month, 8 to 10, it just depends on the month, from my one single Instagram account. Now, there is no way that I would be able to take on 8 new creators every single month on my own. So like I keep mentioning throughout this video, I opened my own mentorship program as a means to scale and work with more creators. That being said, I am currently working for more operators to scale these offers with me. I've only had this open for a few months, but my results speak for themselves. You got this. I have all these videos on YouTube. Like I just said, this 182K cash collected case study was with a mentee. Okay, you guys need to watch that video if you haven't already. It was literally with a mentee, okay? 0 to 30K in 3 months, 0 to 60K in 4 months. My case studies speak for themselves. Guys, also feel free to check my Instagram story highlights. I post tons of mentee results on there all the freaking time. So feel free to check that out if you want to see any results. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm looking for operators. So let me switch back over here. So I keep a percentage of the first creator I bring you, and I have an upfront fee for the mentorship itself. So any creator I bring you first, I do keep a percentage, obviously, because I'm bringing you one of my creators. I'm going to keep a percentage of that. I want them to be run up. That's my whole point of this, is I need an operator that is competent enough and has the time to put in the work and actually help me run up this creator. And I do keep a percentage. So obviously, I want that creator to do well. Now, you must be competent and you must be able to make this your priority. You cannot run this business model as a side hustle. This has to be your main thing. You can't do this and do dropshipping. You have to make this your 100% main priority business model. And you must work with these creators as if you are business partners, not as if they're an agency client, okay? And then if you're interested, I have an application below. So Like I said, guys, a lot of people, they try to run this business model like an agency where they have a ton of clients. It doesn't work. The best part about this business model is you only need 1 or 2 creators to work with, and you can easily make a shit ton of money from 1 or 2 creators, and you just treat them like partners. You don't have to run an agency. You don't have to hire out a massive team. You work with a couple creators. You treat them like business partners. You keep them your main thing. Like I said, I have 2 main creators that I work with one-on-one. Nothing's outsourced. That's all I need to make most of my income is those 2 creators. You don't need a lot. But anyhow, guys, like I said, I've got a vetting process. So if you're interested in being one of my operators and working with me on a creator that I bring you guaranteed, then fill out the type form below and we can hop on a call. We'll see. We'll go from there. But like I said, there is a vetting process. Anyhow, if you guys gained value from this video, if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like on the video, comment any questions down below. Also, check out my Instagram. I answer all my DMs, all my questions in the comments. You can ask me questions anywhere. And of course, subscribe. I've got a ton more value. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.